Spokesperson. Welcome back. And on the same issue, we're very delighted to be joined by Dr. Hany Hafez. He's a professor of radiology at the Faculty of Military Medicine and president of the Egyptian Society for Safety and Quality in Radiology and Medical Imaging. Good morning, Dr. Hafez. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Hafez.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Very thanks very much.
Our pleasure, sir. So how do you weigh the state's current efforts to improve the accessibility to the quality of healthcare services in Egypt?
Of course, it improves the quality of health service in a very short time. It began in October 2018. First, to eliminate the chronic disease in Egypt, which is hepatitis C disease. Then early detection of non-communicable diseases, which is non-acute diseases, as diabetes, chronic vascular diseases, and chronic lung diseases and renal diseases. Then proceed to begin with above 18 years old age. After that, proceed to involve all ages, and begin with early detection and screening of diseases.
Right. And of course, the WHO announced that Egypt is declared free from hepatitis C. How do you assess the measures and the efforts that are taken to reach or take us to that success? For years, we've been fighting hepatitis C.
Yes, it was a great effort, and in a very short time, we reached that target, which is eradication, complete eradication of hepatitis C, which is a major disease and very fatal disease, proceeding to hepatocellular carcinoma in many patients, which is proceeding to be metastatic in many patients of our society.
Right. Let's talk or monitor together the importance of one of the most important campaigns, presidential campaigns, that was made in history, probably in the history of Egypt, which is 100 million lives, that was taken as an idea according to directives of President Abdel Fattah Sisi, and was executed and effected over like 3 years or 4 years now, and achieved huge success and covered all over Egypt. Let's talk about its importance and how far have it succeeded in providing services for the people probably in the outskirts of Cairo and in rural areas, and people who probably didn't have hands-on to go to clinics or places like that. Talk to us about its importance.
First, we began by 9 states in Egypt. Patients should go to the nearest insurance committee for insurance or any insurance hospital nearby his home. Then a committee of specialized subspecialty in medicine was performed to assess the case. After that, he gets a date for investigations, and afterwards a date for surgery. And in a very short time, it successed in reaching most of urgent or acute cases in Egypt.
How have the other health initiatives that were launched, because 100 million lives was not targeting a specific speciality, but there were many missions for 100 million lives campaign. So how have the other health initiatives helped in detecting the hereditary disease and provide health care for example, for the elderly, for the people with determination, people with special needs, for people with chronic disease? How have they helped in sorting out problems like that?
Yes, it includes the many aspects of diseases in Egypt, including the chronic disease, as I said, the non-communicable disease, which is diabetes, lung diseases, chronic vascular and cardiovascular diseases, and also for congenital diseases in children. Many congenital diseases in children are common in Egypt, and they make a screening for them first. Then after screening, they do investigations for each suspected diseases. After investigation by laboratory and imaging modalities, they proceed to treatments of cases and begin with the severe cases first, and then by other cases afterwards.
Let's also talk about the Women's Health Initiative, which was also very important and very effective at the same time. So talk to us, how was it effective, probably, and its success blossomed mainly and boomed outside Cairo. It boomed in the governorates, in the rural areas, in the informal settlements. I mean, the places that women and mothers didn't have access going to clinics and hospitals. So talk to us about it, and how was it effective, and how far has it come until now, the women initiatives?
In Egypt, Egypt is one of the leading countries in that aspect. We began that for about 20 years ago. We begin with screening of cancer breast. And after 100 million procedures, we get access to all women most of women in all governorates. We begin also for detection of cancer, and the most common cancer in females is breast cancer. Breast cancer, first we teach women how to examine herself, which is called self-examination. After examining herself, she may find a lump, and after that we go to perform mammography. Mammography is a plain X-ray of the breast, followed by ultrasound of the breast. We begin by vulnerable cases which have a history of cancer breast, and then proceed to all cases above 40 years age. We make mammography about one time every 2 years to detect early cases of cancer breast when it begins by a 1 centimeter lump. We get it early, so patients not get any complications or metastatic lesions in the body.
Right. Let's not also forget that the base foundation for the success of the Women Initiative health campaigns lied in the fact that it was also based on the awareness campaigns that were spread all over the rural areas for the illiterate women and the mothers, and trying to set awareness of the importance of checking on their lives, and you know, for analysis, doing analysis, and giving them some health instructions on how to be able to monitor their health.
Yes, of course. Without awareness, women will not have an urge to go to the hospital or go to cars which make mammography examination. So the awareness is very important to know that it is first aim of that is women or the person himself. So it go and have a good information and data about what will be the benefit for this examination.
Right. Dr. Hany Hafez, Professor of Radiology of the Faculty of Military Medicine and President of the Egyptian Society for Safety and Quality in Radiology and Medical Imaging, would like to thank you, sir, talking to The Breakfast Show, and you have a good day. And by this, we come to the end of The Breakfast Show for today. Many thanks to all of you. Till we see you again tomorrow morning, that's a goodbye.